What's going on, everyone? It's been a while. I was home. I was doing a few things. I got a new phone. Set it up. What a pain in the butt it is to set a phone up now with all your emails and stuff. So, anyways, just wanted to say hi, see how everybody's doing. Thanks for all the people that have subscribed to my channel. I appreciate it. Today I want to talk about when you hear people say you'll do good in Prime if you bring the Stevens Transport Hustle. Okay, what does that mean? What's the difference between Prime and Stevens, right? People want to know, it's trucking. It's the same thing. Well, at Stevens, you gotta hustle. You gotta keep moving. It's pay per mile. So you want to stay moving. That way you get paid, and so you learn to hustle. You want to make $500 a week. You got to drive 500 miles, 550 miles a day to try to make that $500 a day that you want to make. To try to make $3,000 for the week, you want to drive 3,000 miles to make $3,000. And then you take $1,500 out for your truck payment, and then you take your fuel. So you drive 3,000 miles, you make maybe about $800, $700 after everything for the week. You gotta hustle, you gotta stay on the move, you gotta learn how to run your clock wisely so you always have time. You find out shit on your own. You try to call Stevens for anything, it's a pain in the ass. They never answer the phone. When you answer the phone, the people that answer the phone don't know what they're talking about. They tell you, oh, you gotta call this number. So you wasted 45 minutes talking to this fool or waiting for talk to that guy to then go get transferred and wait another 25 minutes for them to tell you, oh, he should know the answer, let me transfer you back to him. And it's just a back and forth game. No one knows what they're doing. You learn to just hustle and do your things on your own, deal with it. You kind of man up. Sorry, wife's calling, but yeah, you man up and you do what you gotta do, and you just keep rolling and try to make that money. It's so many repowers at Stevens also, you know what I mean? Like, if you get into California and Stevens and you're solo, you're gonna get in, you're gonna grab a load from California, you're gonna get to like Flagstaff or Phoenix, and they're gonna repower you because the team's gonna take it from there. So you get stuck going back to California. You get stuck with less miles, and Stevens is really, only good thing about Stevens is the training. Training is great, I believe. They give you a pamphlet or a folder with week by week what you gotta learn and certain things you gotta do every week when you're on the road as training. When you do the things, you gotta sign off, and your trainer signs off on it. You gotta do, I believe it's 2 big mountains. They have a list of mountains you gotta do before you get off the truck, and you gotta do them heavy. You can't do them light. So your trainer has to sign off, and you gotta sign off. That just shows that you went down 2 big mountains, so you have an idea what the Jake brake does, and different other things, And every student has the same pamphlet, so every trainer has to teach the same thing. So when somebody gets off the truck, if they signed the right thing and if they did everything, everybody knows the same. It's kind of like making sure that everybody's on the same page when they go out of training, which is a great idea. Prime don't give you anything. Prime just says, here you go, I'm going to train you to pass your license, and then you're going to go off with a trainer. Good luck, hope he teaches you well, and you do great, and I think that's the difference between the training at Prime and the training at Stevens. I train at Stevens, so I like to train my students as I was starting Stevens. When I came to Prime, I came with experience, so they just said, sit here, do this, do that, boom, boom, sign paper, here's your lease truck, boom, see you later, good luck with everything, and you'll learn on your own. That's pretty much what it was. I didn't know how to do a com data check. I didn't know the macros. I didn't know how to do a live loader call. Like my friend Trucker Duke Brent, we both didn't know about the red lock when you're going to a terminal. You didn't know where to go get your paperwork. You didn't know any, like, the driver lineup. Okay, so, you know, just go to driver lineup. Okay, you know, you gotta ask everything, and it's a lot harder to get in a groove when you come from another company to see how Prime runs their operations or whatever. But Prime is a great company. Prime is, you know, I've been here for over 2 years, and it's been great. You know, I made decent money to where the pandemic didn't affect me or my family with financial stress. It's been good. Prime, you drive per percentage if you're a lease operator. So if you're a lease operator and you're being percentage, you know, you just gotta worry about making the load on time. You don't gotta worry about the mileage you're gonna cover that day. There's some days where you could drive 300 miles. There's some days where you could drive 600 miles. There's some days where, you know, you drive 300 miles and make $1,200. Whereas Stevens, you drive 300 miles, you get paid for $300. So there's a lot of good things about Prime. Prime's a great company. Doesn't mean there's a few things they could work on. You know, like every other company, you can be great, but you could always improve on some things. You know, I do like the atmosphere at Prime. People seem a lot more friendlier than at Stevens. When you walk around, you're more able to talk to people that work at the company compared to Stevens. Everybody's kind of like to their own, and I understand they're mad. They're not making any freaking money. So if they're not making any money, nobody wants to talk to anybody. When you come to Prime, you know, not saying everybody's making great money because it's all based on how you run your truck, but it's a different atmosphere at Prime. It's definitely great. People are great. They got great amenities for the people that work there. You know, I don't spend too much time at the yard, because if I'm at the yard, I'm not making any money. I'm actually spending more money, because then I go out to eat and, you know, go out with the guys, have a night out, and it costs me money, and there's not really good loads coming out of Prime. You know, you could get lucky, but it's something that's dropped off at the yard heading somewhere, that might pay good. But if you're picking something up from Missouri, no bueno. But yeah, this video, I guess, a little comparison between what's the Stevens hustle and the Prime. So the hustle pretty much is Stevens, you gotta go to make any type of money. At Prime, you're pampered. You know, every load at Stevens when I was there was paying $1 a mile. So it didn't matter what region, didn't matter where it was, didn't matter how much it weighed, it didn't matter where it was going, it was $1 per mile. Now here at Prime, you could choose what area you want to go to, and even the bad areas pay more than $1. So even like sometimes one of the worst loads that you get, I'm still making more money than Stevens. So but yeah, so the Stevens hustle is get up and go, get up and drive, go. And then, so what happens when you bring that to Prime? You're willing to drive 3,000 miles a week, you're gonna make money. So I don't know any other company. I never worked for any other company. I worked for Stevens. Great training, made me the great truck driver that I am today. I strongly believe it was my trainer from Stevens that showed me how to hustle, showed me how to get up and go. So thank you to my trainer, Marcos. He's probably not watching this. He's an old school Mexican that showed me the in and out, showed me how to do my Atlas, because they also give you a class at Stevens when you're training on how to read an Atlas. All the key features in the beginning of the Atlas, about bridge law, about weight on tandems in different states. They teach you that there. They teach you that pre-trip is also on the Atlas. They teach you how to read the Atlas. And they also have a full day of class on how to do paper logs. They don't do none of that. They have a log class at Prime, and it's basically talking about when you could use and when you cannot use your PC, your personal conveyance, and how to log a student in and how to log a student out. As a driver, solo driver, then half of that class is not really for you. But Prime, don't get me wrong, man. Prime is great. You're gonna make decent money. You're not gonna be rich. You're not gonna become a millionaire, but you're gonna be able to live comfortably if you hustle. So if you're spoiled like Prime and you get to lay back and I don't want to do that load because that load you waste a day. Then you get a load that pays maybe 10 cents better, but it doesn't make up for the difference that you spend sitting for the day. So just hustle, guys. Just drive, get your miles in, get your experience in. If you ain't driving, you ain't experiencing anything, and you're gonna get bad loads and good loads. Take the good loads, take the bad loads. The bad loads might bring you to a place where you're like, oh man, there's a good load coming out of here. Your first year, just run hard, run everything, learn the bad, the good. Second year, just try to stay with the good, and that's how you'll make money. But be safe out there. The most important thing, be safe, obey the law, the speeding, no speeding. Try to get all your experience with a clean record, and that's going to be your resume, and that's going to be your key to a better job later on. If you choose to stay with Prime, it's great. When you leave Prime, make sure you have a good record behind you, okay? Be safe, guys. Have fun, drive safely, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. See ya.